Hey everyone, Robert Molnar here, and welcome to the third video of my Attractive Character Funnel program. This video is going to be titled Your Online Business, and you're going to want to make sure that you're paying attention to this one because there's going to be a lot of value that I'm going to be packing into this video alone. So with that being said, let me go over some of the topics that I'm going to be covering in this video. The first topic I'm going to be covering is how you attract new clients and distributors who are already fully qualified, extremely successful, and perfect candidates for your network marketing business. So that's going to be topic number one. After that, I'm going to be diving into how to create your own online business franchise empire. So that's going to be topic number two. And then after I go over topic number two, what I'm going to be doing is hopping onto Adobe Illustrator. And for those of you who have seen my 100K formula in a nutshell online video series, I'm basically just going to review the content that's in that video series. So for those of you who have not seen it, I'll tell you what I'm going to be talking about. So after I hop onto Adobe Illustrator, I'm going to be talking about how online marketing used to be done, maybe like 4 or 5 years ago. Then I'm going to be talking about the number one mistake that most network marketers are making today. And then the last thing I'm going to talk about is I'm going to give you an example of how online marketing is done today, and I'm actually going to map out a sales funnel for you using Adobe Illustrator. So it's going to be really awesome and really cool. So make sure, again, that you take notes on everything that I'm saying and listen carefully because, again, there's going to be a lot of value packed into this video. So with that being said, I'd like to take this time now to hop onto my desktop, and I'll see you there. Hey everyone. Alright, so let's jump right in. The first topic I'm going to cover is the matter of how you attract new clients and distributors who are already fully qualified, extremely successful, and perfect candidates for your network marketing business. So you might be asking yourself, how do you do this? Well, the answer is surprisingly simple. The way that you attract these types of prospects to you is by showing them that you're a leader and an expert in your field. You project yourself as a man or woman with a big vision and a likable personality. As a leader, people need to be able to relate to you. One of the best ways to accomplish this goal is by sharing your story. Your goal is to build a relationship with your market, hopefully before they ever even get a chance to speak to you. You do this by tugging at multiple sections of their brain emotionally and allowing them to relate to your own struggles, hardships, and personal journey through life. Let me give you an example. My cousin AJ was on the wrestling team in high school. After he graduated, he wanted to stay fit as he one day aspires to become a member of the Navy. One day, he came across this famous training program while browsing around on the internet. This training program offered these Get Fit Quick training supplements, as well as a workout training program. Now, to my cousin, this was perfect. But how were they able to sell to my cousin so easily? Well, they had a spokesman who talked about how these supplements had worked for him and how he was able to change his life after he started using them. He talked about why this program was the absolute best out of all of the ones he had tried. The site included before and after pics that were really quite dramatic, and testimonials that would almost make you cry. Now, to my cousin who goes to the gym on a daily basis and aspires to be in peak physical shape, this was pure gold. He became hooked on this program and its supplements, and is still a faithful subscriber to this very day. So why choose this particular program over the many other sites that are out there? It's because of the spokesman. He was able to relate to my cousin through his story. Because of this man's status, presentation, emotional story, and values he shared, he was easily able to entice my cousin into becoming a loyal follower and dedicated customer for life. Is a young man who works out daily and spends all his recreational time staying fit the perfect prospect for a workout expert Selling a training program and supplements? Absolutely. The same applies to the business realm. Your best prospects are those who have already accomplished some form of success in whatever it is that they're doing, who are already professionals in their industry, or people with entrepreneurial or open minds who continue to look for other income sources and build better lifestyles for themselves and others. So, how do you attract these types of people? Well, here is the most effective answer to that question that I can provide. Simply simply set yourself up as the successful leader and top producer that everyone wants to work with, while still being your true self, and that's exactly the kind of people that you will be attracting. Be the person you want as a client or distributor, and those are the people who will flock your way. The next topic I'd like to talk about is the matter of how to create your own business franchise empire online. And I would like to start this topic off by taking a look at McDonald's. McDonald's is a great company for any online marketer to really put under their microscope and take a closer look at. To start off, McDonald's is an incredibly simple place to work. For those of you who know what it's like to be behind the cash register at a McDonald's restaurant, you know how incredibly simple they make each task for their employees. If someone wants a hamburger, you click the hamburger button on the register. If someone wants fries, you click the fries button. Then you can customize the order. If someone does not want salt on their fries, you can click the without salt button. They give their staff easy, simple tasks, which are literally idiot-proof and very easy to duplicate. Another thing to look at when examining McDonald's is their location. Notice how you'll always find a McDonald's on a road with high concentrations of traffic. They purposely, strategically place their restaurants on highways, main roads, inside cities, malls, anywhere where throughout the day, hungry people will venture past McDonald's, smell their fries cooking, and come by to grab a bite. And this marketing strategy works like a charm. The last thing I want to look at when it comes to the subject of McDonald's is their advertising. McDonald's advertisements are everywhere. Commercials, billboards, YouTube ads, Facebook ads, cell phone game ads, sports events, you name it. It seems like every time you turn your head, McDonald's is trying to pitch you some new hamburger or Happy Meal toy that they just released. When it comes to your business, and especially when it comes to the online realm, you really need to keep these three key points in mind. Number one, be easy to duplicate. Number two, be abundant, easy to find. Number three, advertise like crazy. Now that you understand the mentality needed to be successful and have a business to model your success after, let's switch over to Illustrator where I will go over some of the different business structures for you to take a look at. I'd like to cover 3 topics during the remainder of this video, and we'll be using a program called Adobe Illustrator to do so. The 3 topics I'll be covering are how online marketing used to be done, the number one mistake most network marketers are making today, and then finally, to conclude this video, I'm going to give you an example of how online marketing is done today and why it's so much more efficient than the way things used to be done. So, for those of you who have seen my 100K formula in a nutshell online video series, that's essentially what's going to be the next part of the video. So, with that being said, let's jump over to Illustrator and get started. Hey everyone, welcome to the third segment of my third video in my Attractive Character Funnel program. In this video segment, I'm going to be covering 3 things. I'm going to be covering how online marketing used to be done, maybe like 4 or 5 years ago. Then I'm going to get into the number one mistake most network marketers are making today. And then I'm going to conclude this video by talking about how online marketing is done today and giving you an example of a profitable funnel that would be used in today's world. So for those of you who have seen my 100K formula in a nutshell online video series, probably can go ahead and skip this little video segment because I'm just going to be reviewing the third video in that video series. But for those of you who haven't seen that, definitely stick around and pay close attention to what I'm saying and take notes on everything because there's going to be a lot of really good value packed into the remainder of this video here. Alright, so with that being said, let's get started and jump right in. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to be talking about is how online marketing used to be done. So to start off, I'm going to give you an example of a completely fictitious company called selfhelper.com. Alright, and selfhelper.com revolves all around self-help and how to better yourself and make money or whatever, right? It's a fictitious company, so it doesn't exist. So the first thing that selfhelper.com needs to do is they need to generate traffic somehow. So for the traffic, I'm going to draw a little car, and excuse me if my drawings aren't professional and exquisite. I got a little window here and got the little tires here, so you can tell that's a car. So this is going to be the traffic, and the way that selfhelper.com generates this traffic is through things like magazines, online ads, social media, or whatever, right? However they want to generate traffic. So after they generate their traffic, they are taken to their website. Oops, hang on a second. Cool. Alright, so after the traffic is collected, the traffic is taken to selfhelper.com's website. And this website usually includes some information, some products. So the products will be down here. Maybe a video, a couple videos, a video or two over here. So that'll be the videos. Maybe some testimonials about why Self-Helper is the absolute best. So this will be the testimonials. And yeah, so this is selfhelper.com's website. But before the traffic can even gain access to the website, they are stopped right here. And they're asked to submit their email address. Right? So before you can even gain access to the website, you're going to be selfhelper.com will ask for your email address. Cool. Once you submit your email address, you get full access to selfhelper.com and its facilities, and you can go along with your business. Maybe you want to watch a few videos, read some testimonials, order some products. Maybe there's a membership area or whatever the case may be. Right? So for a while, this is how it was done. Is you just drive traffic to your website. Then what ended up happening? What if selfhelper.com had a new product that they wanted to promote? So this will be the new product right here. New product. Alright. So when selfhelper.com had a new product that they wanted to promote, what they would do is they would send emails out to the same people who submitted their email address at the doorway. Over and over and over again. So every time selfhelper.com had a new product that they wanted to promote, they would just send out these emails to their list or to the same people who submitted their email address to gain access to selfhelper.com. And what ended up happening is people didn't want to deal with this. People didn't want to get these constant emails over and over and over again. And eventually there was a wall that was built between the people and these types of websites. So this will be the wall. And people didn't even pay attention to these websites anymore because they didn't want to deal with the constant harassment, if you want to say that. Um, and eventually, it just led to the complete collapse of this way of doing business online. Or maybe they would submit a fake email address or whatever the case may have been, right? I know because I have done that before, have submitted a fake email address to gain access to a website like this. And eventually, as time went on, it rendered doing business online in this fashion just completely obsolete. So this is the way online marketing used to be done, and that is why it is no longer effective today. Alright, so now I'm going to get into the number one mistake most network marketers are making today. So for this section, I'm going to build out a network marketing funnel, and let's get started. Alright, so for those of you who are in a network marketing company, you should be totally familiar with this. Well, to start out, the first thing that you need to do as a network marketer is you need to drive traffic to your distribution site, right? So this will be the traffic again, a car. All right. Again, excuse my poor artwork here. All right, and what's different about network marketers is they have a unique way of driving traffic. They do things like throw home events, create name lists. Whoops. Uh, Sometimes they'll drop cards. Um, Maybe they'll do some online ads, or whatever the case may be, right? So once they've enticed someone into either becoming a distributor or purchasing some of their network marketing products, they are taken to their distribution site. Right? They're taken to their distribution site. And this distribution site contains things like maybe there's a headshot up here of the distributor sitting with his products all happy or whatever, and or maybe like with a pile of money or whatever they want to do for their headshot. Maybe there's a banner here uh, talking about all the awesome things relating to their network marketing company. Maybe there's some testimonials here. Oh, whoops. Alright, maybe there's some testimonials here. Maybe there's some information about the company down here. What else? Maybe there's some products over here. Some products. And yeah, so once the traffic has been taken to the distribution site, they then have the option to buy some products. So this will be the products. Maybe for those who have bought things off of the distribution site in the past, maybe uh, the company has a new product that they're trying to promote, so they'll email the list about these new products. So an email will go out every time there's a new product that they want to promote, or they're talking about some cool new thing that's going on with their network marketing company. And what else? And then finally, they have the option to join up with the network marketing company. So we'll put a little box here, and it will say join here. And that's essentially it. That's essentially what a network marketing funnel looks like. You got the traffic that goes to the distribution site. They either have the option to buy some products or join up. Maybe they'll receive some emails about cool new things that are going on in a network marketing company. And this was effective at first, like when network marketing companies first started using this method. It was cool. It was unique. You know, it was something that nobody's ever seen before, and it worked for a long time. But then what ended up happening? Every network marketing company started using this method, right? Um, and people just got sick of seeing the same thing over and over and over again. It was nothing new. It was nothing unique. It was nothing cool. It was just, oh, great, another distribution site, fantastic, right? So people again uh, built up a wall between themselves and these types of sites, right at the doorway, before they even maybe they went onto the site, they took one look, and then they're just, no, this is not for me. I've seen this before. And I mean, this still works. Network marketers can still be successful using this method, but it is just not as effective as it was when it was first released at all. Not nearly as effective. So, oh, yeah. So, again, this method still works today, but it is not nearly as effective as it used to be. And there is a much, much better way of doing things, and that's what I'm going to get into right now. So, this is the number one mistake most network marketers are making today, is just driving traffic to their distribution site and kind of hoping for the best, right? So now we're going to get into the final piece of this video segment here. Cool. All right. So now I'm going to get into how online marketing is done today and why it is just so much more effective than the way things used to be done, and why it completely obliterates this strategy up here of the number one mistake most network marketers are making today. Why it is just so much more effective than simply bringing people to your distribution site and hoping for the best, right? All right. So for this example, we're going to use selfhelper.com again, and and I'm going to be showing you a model of how selfhelper.com would effectively run their business online today. So instead of using this method, the email marketing method that I showed you before, this is how selfhelper.com would conduct their business online today if they knew what they were doing. All right. So the first thing that they would do is they would want to drive traffic. So that's the same. So, oh, oops. Okay, let's do that again. Sorry for my artwork. Cool. All right. I guess that looks like a car. All right, so they would drive traffic uh, through things like online ads, uh, magazines, social media, drop cards. For network marketers, would use drop cards, or even name lists, or old school uh, methods of marketing for network marketers. So I'm going to say old MLM methods. Cool. So once selfhelper.com has generated traffic, the first thing that they are taken to is what's called a capture page or a squeeze page. Oops. Cool. So this will be selfhelper.com's capture page or squeeze page. All right, and the squeeze page, usually what you want to do for the squeeze page or the capture page is you want to give them something for free. You want to give them some kind of free offer. So maybe you'll have a video over here about the product that you're trying to give them for free. Maybe you'll have some information down here, some testimonials, maybe some more information over here, or however you want to do it, however you want to set up your capture page or squeeze page. I'm going to make a whole video just about how to make a capture page and how to effectively, what kinds of offers would be good for a capture page. So don't worry about that. We're going to get to that later. I'm just showing you what it looks like, what a successful online funnel looks like today. And then we're going to get into all the details later in videos that I'm going to be doing later on. So again, for your capture page, you typically want to offer them something for free or very, very cheap. Like I'm talking a few dollars, $5 or less. Because if it's too expensive, they're not going to want to buy it. They don't know who you are. They have no previous relationship with you or this product. So you want to make it something free that there's a small level of risk that they're taking. And cool. So once you have created your capture page and you have some kind of free product, they are then taken to what's called an upsell. An upsell. Upsell. You know what? I'm going to title this one too. I forgot to do that. So this is going to be your capture page. All right. Oh, and going back, if you wanted to use this old school method of marketing that's up here, remember that I showed you this, where it was all about like emails and whatnot. If you that's still effective. That way of marketing is still effective. It's just not nearly as effective as it used to be. So if you wanted to apply that to our funnel over here, what you could do is after they've submitted their information for the free offer and they've clicked the submit button, click the submit button right here, you ask them for their email address, and if you have other things that you want to promote or other things that you want to try to sell to them, maybe you want to give them a free sample of your product or whatever the case may be, you can capture their email address when they click the submit button. And I'll go over how to do this in some of my videos later on. I'm going to get into how to set all this up for yourself in the cheapest way possible. For now, let me just explain it. After they submitted their email addresses, you capture their email address, and you can email them about other things that you want to promote or that you want to give to them. All right, so after they've submitted their email address and they've submitted their information and they've said, yes, I want to order your free product on your capture page, they're then taken to what's called an upsell. And your upsell, you want it to be, you want the value of your upsell to be higher. So higher value. You want it to be a little bit more expensive. You want it to be enticing. And cool. So that's gonna be your upsell. Maybe on your upsell you'll have a video or some information or whatever the case may be, right? So after they've ordered your free product or or they've visited your landing page and ordered your product, and they've been taken to your upsell and they've ordered your more expensive product, again, you want to make the value of your upsell much more than it was on your capture page. So maybe if, like for example, for my funnel, I have a free CD on my capture page, right? And then you're taking my upsell, which is my attractive character funnel program, which is much more valuable than my free CD because I go in depth about all of the concepts that I talk about in my CD. I explain it and I map it out for you, so it's much more valuable. And then after they're taken to your upsell, they are taken to an order page. So essentially, the order page just uh, confirms their order. So if they've ordered your CD, they're then taken your upsell, and they ordered your upsell, then they complete their order on the order page. So this is going to be the order page. Whoops, what's going on? Or maybe they just ordered your free product and they said no to your upsell. Either way, they'd then be taking your order page, and yeah, that's where they complete their order. So not much to it here. Maybe just some credit card info, um, their email address, their name, and whatnot. So that'll be your order page. Now, what's cool about the order page is on the order page, right here's the submit button right here. Right underneath the submit button, you can add what's called an order bump. And an order bump is basically a cheap product that they can buy as they're completing their order. So I'm gonna put order bump. It could be a book, maybe some additional training, maybe a video series, or whatever you want to be. Something cheap, but something valuable that your customers have the option of buying as they're completing their order, which gives you the ability to make a small amount of income, additional amount of income. Cool. So far, traffic goes to the capture page. They buy it, then they're taken to the upsell. You capture their email address as they submit this, as they click the submit button on the capture page, so you can email them about other stuff. Then they're taken to the order page where they have the option of ordering an order bump. And then what? Maybe you wanna, let's make this a little bit smaller so I can keep adding stuff to this. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Okay, I hope you guys can still see that. Maybe you want to add another product. Maybe you want it to be more training, more more information. So, okay. So then after they've clicked the order page, after they've ordered their products on the order page, maybe you want to add something else. What's called a higher end product or a back end product. and maybe you want to make this product, because you always want to make, each time you add a new piece to your funnel, you always want to make it more valuable than the previous offer. So for this, maybe we'll do, let me fix this here. Cool. All right, for this, maybe we want to do $1,000 product, so $9.95, and maybe this can be um, more training, another product of whatever you want it to be, or whatever you want, right? So then let's keep going. Why stop there, right? Maybe you want to have a done for you service where you can have the option of dropping a already successful sales funnel right into your customer's desktop. So that's going to be called a done for you service, and that's what's going to come next. All right, so this is going to be the done for you service. Done for you. And let's make this 2,500. I think that's fair for dropping an already successful sales funnel right into your customer's desktop and then having them apply their business to that funnel. I think that's kind of awesome. So let's make that 2,500, and that'll be your done for you service. But why stop there? We could keep going. Maybe you're a part of an MLM company or a network marketing company, and maybe you want to apply that network marketing company into your sales funnel. So maybe at this point, now that you've given them a funnel that's working, they can apply their MLM to this sales funnel. For the free product, maybe a free sample of your MLM product, an upsell, maybe some kind of training program to help with duplication, right? Then they order, and then maybe you want a order bump. Maybe you can do some additional training for your MLM. Then you can go into some more additional training. Then you do a done for you service, and then finally you ask them to be a part of your network marketing company. How awesome would that be? Right? So then this will be your MLM. Right? So already, can you see the difference between this funnel that we're creating and some of these other funnels that I mapped out for you earlier? Do you see why it's just so much more effective and profitable than any of the things that we mentioned before? And why stop there, right? Maybe you want to keep going. Maybe you want to add some more training, or maybe you want to add a product, an information product that will help them with their system of duplication or whatever, right? Maybe you want to keep going, and you want to add some other MLM product that's going to help them along the way as they're building their network marketing business. So MLM product, and you can make it as much as you want. So I hope you can see the difference and why and how online marketing done today is just so much more effective than the way it used to be. And don't worry, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to set this up for yourself. I'm going to be going into detail about all of these different pages here. So I'll teach you how to generate traffic. I'll teach you some of the different methods for generating traffic. I'll teach you some of the different formats for capture pages. I'm going to be going into some of the things that you could be using for upsells, order bumps, even some of these back-end offers here. I'll give you some ideas for some back-end offers for your sales funnel. So that's all going to be for later on, but I think that wraps it up for this video here. So I hope that it has helped you guys and you guys have learned something new, because this is only beginning. This is only the beginning. There's going to be much more cool stuff as we go along through the Attractive Character Funnel program. Alright, so that's it for this video, everyone. Thank you so much for your time, and I will see you on my next video, video number 4. Alright guys, until then, take care.